So listen, first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do, alright? Also, you already know, I do got to give you a brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, alright? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, so be patient with your process. Also, y'all already know, that voice too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, alright? Now, chosen ones, before we jump in, because I don't always get the opportunity to acknowledge you when you do it. So thank you so much for all y'all's likes, all y'all shares, all y'all subscribes, all y'all's kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you, alright? So let's get started, chosen ones. See, right now, I always tell you, if you don't acknowledge your past, it doesn't exist. So if you don't acknowledge negativity, it doesn't exist, right? However, I also always like to put you on pertaining to what's coming to you, right? So I want you to realize something, chosen ones. There's certain individuals that you was connected to. They disrespected you, they neglected you, they abused you, they abused you. Some of them are still connected to you because you may still see them in a sense. You understand me? See, I want you to realize something, chosen ones. There's certain individuals that you disconnected from, and now that they seeing that you glowing in a sense without them, they're going to try to come back in and renew their lease with you. And when I say that, because chosen ones, I'm not just talking about individuals that you live with. I'm not talking about you physically signing a lease, but that too. I'm talking about there's certain individuals that's trying to re-sign that lease with you. Because when they sat there and called themselves leaving you, they thought that they left you for dead. Some of these individuals, again, said certain things that they thought that you wasn't going to be prosperous without them. Then all of a sudden they realized that they was the weight that was keeping you restricted. As soon as you let them go, you started to grow. You started to flourish. You understand me? So the same nurturement that you used to pour into them, the same acknowledgement that you used to give them, the same way that you used to try to build them up, you started to build yourself up with them. Now they seeing that you doing well while they hurting. See, you gave them warnings, though, chosen ones, while they was doing the things that they did to you. There's certain individuals that was cheating on you, right? Certain individuals that was beating on you, right? Whether or not that was physically, a lot of it emotionally, mentally, but some of them spiritually too. See, I'm here to tell you that they starting to catch their karma based upon the fact that they was crossing you. See, chosen ones. You warned them time and time again. But even when you was giving them warnings, you may not have necessarily believed it. So therefore, you really wasn't speaking their karma into existence. And when I say that, you wasn't wishing bad upon them. However, you didn't call judgment on them. So therefore, they was getting out scotch-free. So they thought. See, everything happens in divine time. God had to make sure that you got so far away from them so that when that wrath came in, you wouldn't have been affected by it. See, let's talk, right? You know how they say when God comes back, you going to hear the trumpets in a sense. What if I told you, chosen ones, your voice sticking up for you, speaking life into you, you calling judgment on those individuals? That was the trumpets that was signified before these individuals realized that God was about to enter the room. See, when you blew those trumpets, chosen ones, that was you calling judgment on anybody who crossed you. That was you acknowledging that what they did to you wasn't right. You acknowledging that you deserve better. You understand? So you had to necessarily step in your light. See, you called judgment. That's you blowing those trumpets. And what's going to come through? As soon as you blow those trumpets and start speaking your truth, God's going to come through and create a certain wrath for those people who tried you. See, they ain't believe it though. So we're going to have to talk, chosen ones, right? For those individuals who was doing black magic on you, and when I say black magic, not only were they sitting there paying practitioners to play with you, oh, their day is coming. and their day has arrived. You understand me? So those individuals, see, some of people try to get you to not believe that they did certain things that they did to you. Certain people want you to feel like you imagining the fact that they may have been trying to do certain grave work and all of that dumb shit on you. Some individuals even had an audacity to go to some of the individuals that may have passed away that was close to you, did certain rituals with their grave dirt, and try to put certain hex on you. Whole time they ain't even realize by them putting certain people on their altar, they was allowing the divine to come through even closer. You understand me? See, they thought that they escaped it. They didn't. There's certain individuals that try to send certain magic to you that have you feeling like you was delusional in a sense. Try to have your vision cloudy. They try to restrict your gifts that God had given you. See, that ain't work though. Because no matter how much work they put in, God had his hands on you. So no matter how hard they tried to cast certain illusions, you were seeing clearly through it. See, you knew what you knew. But again, they tried to sit there and put black magic not only on you, but your children too, had them acting an ass, and you was wondering what had happened. Nah, it was those people who was trying to catch y'all lacking, but it ain't work. There's certain individuals that try to have certain people view you differently. They tried to have a chaos spell. Again, they was doing certain rituals. See, they don't realize that there's a price that they got to pay for playing with the chosen ones. Now, let me explain this, right? See, I always tell you, y'all don't go to no practitioner that's talking about that they can do something slick for you. You don't go to no practitioner that's talking about they can do love spells, money spells, that they can have certain babies come through. Because in the absence of God, what do you think that they calling to? See, some of these individuals try to put an interest, in a sense, on your blessings. See, when you went to them to try, not necessarily you, but certain individuals paid individuals to do certain love spells, right? You was casting illusions. That's the same as you putting a date rape drug in somebody's drink because you try to keep them from knowing exactly what they was doing. See, karma's coming. See, there's certain individuals that they went to certain practitioners to try to have money come in through for them, right? Or they try to stop money from coming to you. Whole time they didn't even realize that they was going to be the ones that was certain. See, I'm trying to tell you, when you have to go to somebody else to try to get what God got for you, that's like you going through the middleman when you could really go directly to the buyer. You understand me? There's tax on that. There's certain things that, again, you done sat there and broke down all your blessings with this demonic individual. You done paid them for certain money to come through that God already was going to give to you. You sat there again allowing them to tax all of that. And you still going to be in lack because that was an illusion that they could do something slick for you. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, they ain't know what they was doing when they knew what they was doing, right? See, again, they had got through and got away with so much shit. They didn't sat there and paid certain people to put certain hits on individuals, ain't even realize who they was messing with. See, you not one of those chosen ones. See, God's like, listen, you could do what you want to do to people that's like you. So if they satanic, okay, y'all go ahead and fight amongst each other. Okay, they got a lower vibration, y'all go fight amongst each other. But God don't play about his chosen ones. So for you to feel like you could do something to his divine crew, don't you know that there's certain rules and regulations that even the devil got to abide to? See, chosen ones, they ain't know though, right? See, they sat there and tried to stop your progression. They done huddled up together, holding hands, saying little seance in a sense. Certain individuals that thought that they was on their hocus pocus shit didn't even realize what they was getting started in. See, chosen ones, when your vibrations is so high, when your energy is divine, nothing in that darkness could even get close to you, even if they tried. You understand me? See, I'm trying to tell you, these individuals didn't know who they was doing these things to. They looked at you and they seen your exterior may not have been as flashy, so they thought that you was some regular type of individual. Whole time they ain't realized you was undercover. You understand me? So there's certain individuals who teamed up with other individuals. The devil didn't promise them that certain money was going to come through if they put a hit on you. So therefore, what did they try to do? Put sex magic on you. They try to have you casting illusions too. Try to have you doubting you. Some of them try to send suicidal energy to you because they knew that they couldn't take you out. So what did they try to do? Get you to do that. See, again, they didn't know what they was doing when they knew what they was doing, chosen ones. But now they starting to feel that wrath. See, everything that they did is slowly but surely coming back. See, I'm trying to tell you, there ain't no escaping it. So what they trying to do is come back to you to see if you could try to speak on their behalf to God to try to keep certain karma from coming through. What they're trying to do is re-sign certain leases with you. So therefore, they know that God's not going to hit them if they close to you, because God don't want you to feel what they about to feel, because I'm telling you, they about to be permanently removed. You understand me? See, they got warnings and warnings time and time again. They try to take your life from you and was unsuccessful with it. They try to leave you for dead. Whole time they realized that you wasn't going to be there when they returned. See, let me give you a story time, right, chosen ones? Let me give you an analogy in a sense. There's certain individuals that you was on your path. You was trying to move ahead. See, when I say trying, let me take that back, because you was moving. You understand me? See, these individuals try to distract you. They try to sit there and dangle certain money in front of your face, trying to get you to take from this path to the path that they wanted you to go on. There's certain individuals that try to persuade you with sex too, to try to distract you and keep you in an illusion. Okay. So individuals try to use all of these desires, right, in order to get you to seal your fate. See, they may have distracted you, but they didn't lead you to the demise that they wanted to. See, let's talk, chosen ones. There's certain individuals that you truly trusted them. These are individuals that because you was given to them, because you loved them, because you believed in them, you believed that they felt the same about you. But they was Rico Suave with their words, so they had the ability to try to persuade you. So you sat there and was walking with them. They was like, listen, don't pay attention to your internal GPS in a sense. That's that intuition that God put in you. Because God will give you that feeling to let you know what they plan to do before they have an opportunity to do it. So they persuaded you not to trust your intuition. You knew something was off with them, but you ain't listen. You just kept going with them. They sat there and took you off that path. See, they talking about, hey, I got a place for you to go. They needed you to go first, though, because you was the light. You understand me? So I want you to imagine you walking on this dark trail in a sense. You don't know where you going, but you feel like you can trust the person that you with. They like, listen, I need you to walk ahead because you got that light in your hand. That's like that cell phone with that flashlight. That's like that flashlight in real life. Something that was illuminating that path, right? So they sat there and persuade you for you to jump out there first. So you start walking because, again, that's your position. God does have you lead certain individuals, but you ain't realized what they was doing. See, at this point in time, they told you to go ahead. That was you spreading more love into them. That was you sitting there investing in them. That was you providing certain type of light, abundance, and protection for them. They had you walk ahead. So all of a sudden, you listening. You like, okay, well, where do I go? All of a sudden, it gets quiet. And behind your back, they either stab you or they hit that Sparta kick off of 300 and they try to push you in that ditch. See, they sat there and tried to lead you to your demise, chosen ones. So again, they try to leave you for dead. They sat there and led you to a path and they didn't expect that you was going to be able to get out of it. See, they sat there and kicked you into that hole that they dug for you. That means, again, they already knew what they wanted to do towards you before they had an opportunity to do it. So they knew they was going to try to get you for your money. They knew that they was going to try to sacrifice you. They knew that they was going to use you for this, so on and so forth. So what did they do? Pushed you in that hole, but you ain't realized at that time that it was part of the divine plan. See, Although they sat there and thought that they had set you up, hit you with something that was unexpected in a sense, they didn't even realize that you were chosen one. So God sat there and had certain tools in you. So that means, again, think of a whole. He has certain things that you would be able to dig into it. Certain things that would allow you to lift yourself up out of it, but they didn't know that at the time. See, when they threw you in that hole, at that time you was crying. You was pleading to God, what can I do? God was like, use the tools that I provided you. You didn't understand what he was saying. You was getting mad. You was crying. You was cussing. God was like, listen, when you calm down, you're going to be able to get up out of there. So what happened? You took the time, you isolated yourself. That was that whole in a sense. Whole time you isolated, but you didn't even realize that soon after you was going to be elevating with it. See, God gave you certain tools that they ain't had. So therefore, because they was lacking, they thought that you was lacking too. Whole time they didn't realize that you was packing those tools. So when they pushed you in that hole, you was calling out to them, talking about maybe this is a mistake. Maybe they ain't mean to do this. You sitting there calling out to their name, but they ain't never turned back. So again, in that hole for a few days, your ass had stayed. You sat there and was calling out until God told you to use what he gave you. So then all of a sudden you start going within you. You started to discover certain tools that you ain't never realized that you had. You got out of the hole that they dug your ass in. See, I want you to realize that when they heard you calling out to them, they felt like they won in a sense. Because as long as they could hear you calling out, you pleading to them, that's you going back to them, begging them to be with you. That's you trying to give into the things that they needed so that they would choose you. That's you trying to plead with them that you are the right person that they should select. So when they heard you calling out, they felt like what they did was a success. They was like, listen, if Shorty's still calling out to me, then she must be stuck in that ditch that I pushed them in. Whole time they ain't realized that it was part of the divine plan. See, these individuals, they knew what God had for you. They knew that you was favored. They knew that you had certain abundance coming through. So what did they do? They try to push you in this hole. When they tried to go to somebody else to recreate you, they try to get an imposter. Chosen ones. See, I want you to realize this. There's certain individuals that you try to take with you to certain advancement. Certain people that you try to take to that promised land in a sense. You try to speak life into them, give abundance towards them. You try to provide them certain protection. See, you told them that God had a plan for you and they ain't respect it. They didn't believe you, but they seen that you had a certain pass on you. So what do? Try to steal your tickets and give it to another individual. That's equivalent to these people doing black magic on you, teaming up with other individuals to try to target you, talking all this gossip shit, trying to get you out of your abundance. Whole time they ain't realized that that ticket was within, that outside was just a reminder that you can get it. See, chosen ones, there's certain people that you was connected to and you told them, listen, because you a seer, you a believer, you a achiever. So you told them like, listen, God told me that he has this plan for me. He told me that there's this place that I can go. He told me that when I get there, be dressed to impress, and I'm going to be around certain like souls. See, God told you, listen, you got this invite. This party is just for you. This is a celebration. But again, you had to have a special type of invitation. See, you try to invite certain people with you. You sat there and tried to prepare them to go to this event that was all about you. See, you put that work in, chosen ones, but they didn't. You understand me? But again, they seen that certain things was going to work out for you, so they called themselves trying to steal that shit. That's equivalent to certain people going to practitioners to try to swap lives out with you, because they do try to swap out energy, chosen ones, but they ain't realized that they was going to mess around and blow a fuse trying to be you, because they not equipped to carry that type of energy like you. But let's talk. See, there's certain individuals that they seen what you had going for yourself, whether or not you told them this business plan that you want to do, you told them the house that you wanted to live in, the car that you wanted to drive to, the certain plans and admirations that you were aligned on the path to get to. See, they sat there and tried to put you in that ditch and had somebody dress up and imitate you. See, they sat there and went to those comics and try to dress them up like, hey, this is how the divine feminine looks. This is how the divine masculine looks. I need you to dress this part up. See, those individuals were some imposters. They was on some copycat energy. So that's why you see certain people that was really your enemy try and do what you did. Certain individuals that try to act like it was their idea when that idea didn't even have the ability to cross through in their head. There's certain individuals try to dress like you, talk like you, walk like you. If somebody said your name, they fuck around and turn around too. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, they didn't know who they are. So they try to become you. They seen that God had something slick for you. So what did they try to do is be you so that they could try to get to that location before you. See, certain individuals allow the devil to finesse them. The devil was like, listen, if you sacrifice so-and-so, then he told them that they was going to bless them. Whole time, that shit was a lie. The devil ain't got it like that. That's why he's always trying to go to the divine and snatch that shit, and God sits there and snatch that shit back. See, chosen ones, there's certain people that try to imitate you, sat there and try to be you. Certain individuals that sat there and befriended you to betray you. Certain individuals that talk certain things about you. Certain individuals that try to pause your progression and your blessings from coming through. Whole time they ain't realized it was a divine setup. So again, they would led you to this hole. They pushed you in. They turned around, went to their friends, try to have certain people dress up like you, thinking that they can still get into that event. See, when they got to those doors though, because you didn't told them everything. See, sometimes I tell you, don't talk a lot, because there are certain things that the devil don't know. But the chosen ones trust too much at times. So you told them exactly where they needed to go. See, they sat there and had that ticket that they stole off of you. So that could have been money that they took from you. That could have been your image that they try to duplicate. That could have been your goals that you was trying to pursue and they try to do it too before you and then laugh in your face. There's certain individuals, again, they took that pad. They sat there and took that ticket that they seen that you had. So they pushed you in that ditch and they thought that it was success. So they sat there and went to that door thinking that they can get in the event. Whole time they realized that God had guards at the door, that he was going to scan something and see if they was able to move forward. See, chosen ones, God sat there and checked them. That's almost like that metal detector in a sense, that little wand that they have to see what they got. And God was like, oh, nah, I see something's missing. Shorty ain't really of the divine. So-and-so ain't really like that. They try to live somebody else's life. See, they sat there, trying to persuade the security at the door in a sense like, nah, this so-and-so. Oh, this the divine feminine. Oh, this the divine masculine. All of a sudden, security at the door start laughing like, man, you've been swindled in a sense. That's equivalent to the devil giving them a fake ticket in their hand. They sat there and got to the door and realized that they had been used in a sense. See, chosen ones, they don't got it within them, so they asses couldn't get in. So now that person that did all this shit to try to have you at an ending, they sat there and realized that they wasn't able to get to that prize without you. The ticket was within you. That's something that they didn't have. That's some shit that they can't even fake. See, I'm trying to tell you, they didn't even realize when they pushed you in that hole, they had sealed their own fate. See, chosen ones, there's certain people that thought that they was going to win without you, thought that they was going to be successful trying to down you, thought that they had successfully sacrificed you. Whole time they ain't realized that they ain't got that shit within them, so certain things couldn't come to them. So now they panicking in a sense. Now they out here bugging. They out here talking about what they gonna get. Whole time it was nothing. See, they was bluffing the whole time trying to be somebody else instead of really being themselves. See, now they realize that they done fucked up. So what do? They try to go back to that hole to try to act like they ain't mean to do what they had did to you. See, they sat there and went in that hole. See, they found their way back to that path, that same path that they led you on and pushed your ass in it in a sense. When they got to that hole, they ain't see you. But when they looked up, they seen footprints going from that hole. They realized that they done messed up, chosen ones. See, those individuals left you for dead. They thought that you never was going to elevate. They ain't think that you was going to resurrect. They ain't think that you was going to get out of that dark spot, but your ass did. You used the tools within you. You actually healed you. You sat there and listened to God and allowed a God to guide you. You understand me? So chosen ones, when they looked in that hole and seen that you wasn't there, then they seen those footprints walking away from that hole. Certain things became clear that they have fucked up. See, so what do they try to do? They try to hurry up and follow those footprints, trying to catch up to you because they wanted to try to persuade you that they ain't mean to do the things that they did to you so that you wouldn't go and have the ability to tell other people on how they did you too. So you wouldn't be able to pull that veil on them and allow the world to see their truth. See, they try to catch up to you, but when they got to a certain spot, God had already cleared that path. So all of a sudden they panicking because they knew what they had did to you. They already knew what was up. So now they panicking, biting their nails down to the bone in a sense. See, these individuals who did all this devious shit to you, got a couple dollars trying to sacrifice you, then realized that that was counterfeit money that had got in their hand, that shit was not long term and they was going to end up getting booked instead. See, those individuals thought that they had got out of it whole time they didn't, chosen ones. See, now they try to run up to everybody to explain to what they had done. They try to rationalize it. They don't take accountability. They like, yo, I think so-and-so thinks that I tried to set them up. You did. Oh, I think so-and-so thinks that I was being negative towards them. You was. I think so-and-so think I stole this from them. You did. But again, they try to hurry up. They couldn't catch up to you because they ain't see where God had taken you because they wouldn't have knew that you was going to have this party unless you had told that individual. Certain individuals that are of dark don't have no information about the light. So they don't know exactly what's coming to you unless you tell them, chosen ones. You understand me? So again, they ain't know the path that you was going. They ain't know the direction that God had you in. They realized when they sat there and made this right, that God had you bust that left. They ain't realized that the whole time you was already elevated, that you was on your throne. So again, they going to everybody else to try to rationalize what they did when they pushed you in that hole and let your ass alone. See, chosen ones. They didn't know at the time, but they know now. So all of a sudden they talking to people and now they realize that you the talk of the town. Now individuals like, hey, yo, there's a goddess or a god that create certain things. They talk from the divine. They sat there and used their light to allow other individuals to shine. They got all this gold within them. So anything that they speak comes into existence. They have the mind where they can manifest anything based upon who they want to give it to. See, chosen ones, the talk of the town, they ain't realized that talk was going to be you. See, when they talked all this stuff about you and heard individuals praising this new individual, they was like, hey, yo, what so-and-so look like? They like, yo, they got a light so bright. They got wealth. They got this. They got that. All of a sudden, they hit that big gulp. And I ain't talking about 7-Eleven. They sat there and was panicking. Like, what you say they look like again? Oh, they confidence. Nah, that can't be shorty. What you say they look like again? They abundant. Nah, it can't be. What you say again? Oh, they leading individuals to the light. They already knew. When everybody start talking positive about the things that you getting into, when people start saying that you turned your life around, that you elevating now, that now you got that new crib, that new whip, you got that confidence that you instilled in you, that God gave you, that was your gift, that you using your intuition, that you got that discernment together, that no matter what tries to team up against you, that you had the ability to get through any type of weather. You was properly prepared, chosen ones, and that's why they scared. See, now they starting to realize that the same person that they try to lead to their demise is now having a uprise, using they light to shine they light on other individuals' lives. Now they scared, chosen ones. So what they gonna try to do? They gonna try to come back and see you on your throne and they're going to try to get their lease renewed. You already know what they did to you. You already know how they curried you. You already know how they disrespected you. You already know how they sat there and left you for dead and didn't care if you had met your ending or not, because they thought that they had successfully stolen from you. Listening to that demonic ass plot. They didn't. See, they ain't realize when they put your picture on the altar, you had access to their energy too. Because in a sense, they allowed you to enter their room. So soon as you called judgment on them, you was close enough to do it. See, they dumb. They ain't realize that those, your people's graveyards that they was digging in, trying to do that hocus pocus shit with them, try to get your own ancestors to turn on you, in a sense, didn't even realize that that was getting them closer to their ending. See, I'm trying to tell you, you better be cautious of who you call yourself conjuring up, because there's a price to pay. And I've been saying this for a year and some change now, that shit was not going to go their way. So why you think that some of these individuals are sorry? See, if you go back and listen to all my YouTubes, because I leave them on there for you, all my lives you can go and listen to, right? See, if you go back and watch my videos, something I said that was going to happen is those people that did black magic, they was going to get sick. And the doctor wasn't going to be able to tell them where that shit was coming from. And they're going to reach their ending. Certain people are going to have terminal illnesses, don't know how they got that shit. It's because of that black magic that you sat there and did to certain chosen individuals. Oh, you about to be messed up. Certain individuals' money is not coming to them. They sat there and thought that they had successfully tried to sabotage your business, tried to duplicate you, to steal from it. They sat there and tried to launder your money, in a sense. Whole time they ain't even realized that their shit was coming to an end. They were so busy trying to stop you that they ain't pay attention to that. It was their foundation that was crumbling. They sat there and tried to sabotage you, didn't even realize it was them that was not going to have nothing in the end. See, chosen ones, there's a lot of jail and hell coming through for these individuals as you prevailing like God told you that you was going to do, chosen ones. I'm trying to tell you. So again, these individuals are meeting their fate. They coming to an end. That's why those pockets didn't stop. And they need you to come back and help replenish them. Oh, nah, you better not speak no positive into their life. That doesn't mean you talk negative. You simply tell them, I wish you the life you deserve. And let God handle it. See, you don't sit there and say, oh, I wish you the best, but you don't say, I wish you the worst either. You just tell them, I wish you the life that you deserve. Because you already know that they was evil. You already know that they shit is coming to an end. That's why you don't go back and forth with no corpse. Because they ass already dead. I already told you, chosen ones. It's a wrap. So they ain't pay attention to those trumpet sounds. They ain't realize that they was going to slowly but surely go down. They ain't realize that that hole that they threw you in, that you was going to get up out of it, that they was going to be the individuals that slipped in that shit, and they wasn't equipped with the same tools as you because they ain't got God within. So chosen ones, don't renew that lease. There's individuals that slept on you, in a sense. They ain't believe in you. Certain individuals that allowed the devil to finesse them, to try you, try to put you through trials and trials. Certain individuals that teamed up because they knew that one-on-one, they couldn't see you. See, chosen ones, you wonder why you was gang stalked like that? Why it seems such a group of individuals was coming after your ass? Because they already know that you got the enough energy for 1,000,000 men. You not the same as them. You don't got the same shit that they don't got the same shit that you got within. So therefore, again, it takes 1,000,000 of them to even try to come at you. And even those 1,000,000 of them will never be able to defeat you. See, they seen you sit there on your David and Goliath shit, all that big shit that they was sending to you. You had small pebbles of faith that you pulled back and you knocked down that shit. See, so they thought they was you. They really believed because they was imitating you for so long that they had the abilities to do the things that you do. So when they seen you knocking out everything that they sent to you, depression, got that shit up out of here. Oh, that money blockage, got that shit up out of here. Oh, those demons, got that up out of here. See, they didn't realize that you got that faith of a mustard seed, but you got a strength of 1,000,000 men. So therefore, again, they didn't even realize that they wasn't going to be able to overcome the things that they sent. They didn't even realize at the time that when they was throwing certain shit at you, because they had David's strength in a sense, everything that tried to get at you fell right back down to them. So now they sitting there scurrying because they knew all the shit that they sent. See, they was out there flicking all of this shit up in the air. But what goes up must come down. See, even when they was sending shit up to you, they couldn't reach you. And they see that shit now. You may have had a little moment where you got annoyed for having to keep going through those battles. You may have been tired, but your ass didn't sit there and allow them to have you neglect your blessings. You sat there and may have been irritated, but you already knew that this was a small stage and step that you had to go through, and then God was going to have it permanently removed. See, chosen ones, they ain't know that you was built like that. Now they know that you built like that. Now they gonna try to run back because that wrath is hitting their ass. You told them a storm was gonna come and they ain't listen. You already told them that certain things was gonna get missing. They ain't even realize that when they sold for pennies in a sense. They sold to a demonic individual for some shit that they already had the ability to get. See, they sat there and sold for 10 stacks, 8 stacks, 5 stacks, whatever they try to put on your head in a sense, because best believe they was paying practitioners to play with you. Then God stopped their money from coming through. So therefore, who could they run to? Shit. Nobody. And they ain't gonna have the ability to come back to you. See, chosen ones, they was out here putting prices on your head. Now that money stopped. Now those demons is coming back to collect. So now they trying to connect with you, trying to have sex with you, to try to renew that lease with you. They trying to come back to you, offer you a funky ass apology when they know damn well that the shit that they saying still ain't true. They sitting there trying to call themselves, oh, I'm leaving my partner. Boy, no, you didn't. They trying to finesse you out your blessings. They still couldn't get that shit. See, chosen ones, don't let them try to come back and renew that lease. Those individuals who looked over you, that was God looking out for you. Now they looking because they already know what's going to come for them based upon the fact that they came for you. See, these individuals thought that they could dress up like they really had it like that when they really wasn't built like that. They ain't had that shit within them. They was just trying to dress up to get certain type of attention. But when they went to those doors to try to catch that abundance, God was like, you're not the person who is supposed to go to, so your ass ain't getting nothing. I'm trying to tell you, Nathan, nothing, nada, nothing at all. You understand me? So those individuals who didn't choose you, they gonna try to come back to you. Energetically, they'll try to come to your dreams, but you getting tossed out like old boy off the Fresh Prince. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you, God's on his Uncle Phil. They on that Jazzy Jeff tip. They getting tossed out. Soon as they try to come in your energy, bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye. Trying to tell you, chosen ones. Now they try to come back to you talking about they want to child with you, how they believe in you, but the person that they was connected to deceived them to go against you. Had they listened to their truth and truly been them, then they would have knew that God sent you to help them. So therefore, now that they hurting, they want to try to return back to you. Oh, nah, you got to go back in those shadows, boo. No access. Now they see that you illuminating. Now they see that all your blessings is coming. Now they see that hard work done paid off and that they ass don't get nothing. Now they want to try to tell you, oh, I knew you could do it. Shit. Did you? I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. Certain friends too. I used to have, let me tell you, see, I done been there, chosen ones. I done had an individual that I call myself being cool with, really try to speak life into them. Whole time they was trying to cast certain illusions, playing dark magic, try to put shit in my food. Whole time God told me to eat before I even crossed paths with you. Whole time you sat there and tried to steal hair. Whole time you try to do this. See, God already put me on what you was going to do. That's why he had me make the moves that I did. See, chosen ones. There's certain individuals that sat there and connected to my family that I don't rock with, to try to plot on me, to try to steal what God had to give. They sat there and went to my dad's grave, try to take graveyard dirt from him. Whole time they ain't realized that God was on their ass and that my dad was going to be the main one causing their destruction. See, you better be cautious who you conjuring up. Because you think that they was a force when they was on earth? Whole time, they don't got no limits now. Now that they a spirit, they a energy. So anywhere that they go, they can have certain shit turn around. See, chosen ones, when I tell you that there's certain people that passed away when you was younger or before you start going through what you going through, that's because they already knew what individuals was going to do, but they only had the ability to help you to a certain extent if they was still physically here. So they was like, nah, take me away so I can make sure that I clear certain shit that try to come to them. Let them know that they don't have no fear. See, chosen ones, I can speak on behalf of myself, but y'all know that y'all got people too. See, I told you, my father didn't play about Pootie. When he was physically here and spiritually too. From day one, there's certain deadbeat fathers that's not around their children and they still got breath in them. See, my father, since the day that he passed away, the day before he passed away, he told me that it was going to happen. See, I had already said, hey, my father passed away in a car accident before that day actually happened. See, he already had prepared me for everything that was going to happen. Even certain conversations that we had, he let me know the keys to this, to that. See, whole time he already knew that people was going to try me and he was going to be on their ass. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, they don't know who they conjuring up when they conjuring them up. See, there's even certain demons that they conjured up to try to come to you. When the demons came to you, they realized, hey, yo, this ain't the person that you called yourself calling me to. This person that you had me come to attack, you ain't tell me that they was a chosen one, and chosen ones means that they off limits. See, there's certain individuals conjured up certain demons to try to attack you. Whole time that they didn't realize that these demons was only demons based upon the past people that they was connected to, that they got swindled out their soul in a sense. So therefore, they was waiting for the opportunity that they would get to repent. So lifetimes after lifetimes, they was stuck in that dark shit. Lifetimes after lifetimes, they had that fire around them. See, they was just waiting for an opportunity to prove to God that they changed their ways. So when they conjured up those demons and called themselves sending them your way, they didn't even realize that the demons was going to try to help you. So those same demons that they sent to attack you got sent back to them. Now all of a sudden, that's why they going crazy in a sense. They hearing certain shit in their ear. Certain shit's moving around and slamming. They out here acting like Smokey in that coop. I'm trying to tell you, they ain't know what type of games they was playing. See, chosen ones, they don't know that shit is off limits when it comes to you. That dark shit only works for them dark ass individuals. Dark will never be able to outweigh the shine. You understand me? That's like if you got a light in your room, full blast, the bulb all bright. That darkness don't overcome that bulb. That bulb brightens up that darkness. So again, because you elevated, you went within, you raised your vibrations. Nothing that they send could stick to you. It goes back to them. Now they in a sticky situation that they can't get up out of. They shit's about to end. So chosen ones, just know when the past tries to come back, trying to. Now let's talk, because there's certain signs that I need to say, right? So that lion ass Leo that was doing certain evil, try to plot on you with other people, your demise is coming. That violating ass Virgo that was speaking foul about you, that was out here trying to doubt you and down you, sending black magic to you too, your ass is done, son. So that capping ass Capricorn who couldn't think for themselves, oh, you was out here following the leader, well, they done led you to hell, you done. That scheming ass Scorpio, oh yeah, God's on your ass. All that shit from your past is coming back to you. You caught up in that wrath. Oh, that salty ass Sagittarius who was out here trying to be a friend to some demonic shit. You ain't even realize who you was messing with. And because you chose your side now, that karma you gonna get, see, you ain't even know that shit. That plotting ass Pisces, you done. Enough said. I'm trying to tell you, these some of the signs is coming through. You done met your match. And when I say met your match, I'm talking about that shit that you sent is coming back. It's on your ass, baby. And you can't run, no matter if you was Bolt himself. You can't outrun that shit that you done. That shit's coming back. It's over. Your season's finito. So you trying to sit there and team up with other individuals. You sitting there calling yourself trying to come back and apologize for shit that you did based upon the fact that that wrath has now hit. Oh, nah. You gonna have to stay there, baby. And chosen ones, you stay away from those people who tried you. Because they going through trials and trials. Now they trying to use you as that shield again. It's not happening. So those calls that they trying to make to you, that shit's not coming in. That abundance has stopped for them. They can't pay their bills. They can't even pay attention at this point in time because those demons is on their ass. They are in the process of feeling that wrath. So I'm telling you this because don't look back at all. When they call you, don't answer. You already have that closure. You don't need them to have no type of closure. That door's already closed. They didn't give you that closure when you was asking for it, so you created one. You're not the same individual that you was when you was connected to them. Because even when they knew you, they didn't know you because you ain't even know you when you knew them. You understand me? So chosen ones, stay out of that darkness. Keep your vibrations high. When they try to come back, you remember what they did to you and what these people tried. Don't sit there and say, oh, because you see them go. That's why I say don't even look back to some shit because the empathy in you might feel bad about what they seen, but realize if it wasn't them getting it, it would have been you. Because that's what they intended to do. They wanted you to be dead. They wanted you to be hurting. They wanted you to be deserted. They wanted your money to stop. They wanted your people to turn against you. They wanted all of these bad things to happen to you, and none of their wishes came true. You understand me? So while you feeling bad for them, you realize, would you rather be you or them? You can say, well, I'd rather not be nobody, but that's not an option because they knew what they was sending out was going to have to come back. So had they not even did that shit, then they wouldn't be in the circumstances that they in. Let them go. You heard me. Don't look back. Oh, so-and-so's family passing away. Shit, picture that. That's how I knew. Everybody who ever targeted me, tried to send death magic towards me, they family started to pluck off. And then they try to blame me. Whole time, nah, shorty. You can't thank you, baby. You can't blame me. Because your people would still be breathing had you not sent that evil. Had you not sent death out in the air, they would have still had air in their lungs. So even they people turn on them because they cut their life short. See, I'm trying to tell you, everything that they try to do to you came back to them. So those people that they tried to, thank you, baby, sending those flowers back to you. Those people who try to have death and destruction surround you, that's what they seeing. And they're going to be the last individual who's there to see what they did. So again, they mother, brother, homeboys, cousins, lovers, all of them are going to be plucked off until it's just them. And then guess what? They're going to have their ending like the final destination. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. So don't pay attention to them. Don't feel bad upon them because they didn't have to go through what they're going through had they not did it. But God told you an eye for an eye. God told you what you do, what goes around comes around. So now they about to see. Now they realizing that them trying to act like they was you, they never could be it. They try to duplicate you, but they couldn't duplicate what was in you. They couldn't take those blessings and that abundance and that protection that was instilled in you. They couldn't take your gifts either because they ain't been through what you've been through. You earned and deserved all these gifts that God's given you. You understand me? So they try to be you so bad that they really thought that they was your ass. Now they realizing that they not protected. So as that wrath comes in, they can't get over it. They ain't no escaping it. You not built like us. You see that? And now you got lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes and lineages and lineages and lineages of dark and demonic shit that you never can escape from. So that's on you. Chosen ones, y'all continue to be great, all right? Raise your vibrations, but if the past try to pop up, don't say shit to them. You heard me? Ain't no having no conversation. Ain't no sit down and eating dinner with them because they seen that they was unsuccessful in taking you out. So what they trying to do is have that grand finale, but that grand finale is going to be their ass. You understand me? So you stay out of it. God's going to have that information cross paths with you. You may see him on the news as well, chosen ones. I'm trying to tell you, it's over for him. So keep your vibrations high. That darkness can't get to you as long as you stay close to divine. He got you, all right? I love you so much. Thank you so much for all y'all's love, all y'all's likes, all y'all shares, all y'all subscribe, all y'all's gifts. I appreciate you. I couldn't pause during the message to acknowledge it, but I thank you so much. Thank you, all things. I'm sending that back to you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Shay. So listen. I upload all my lives on my YouTube. Thank you, baby. I upload all my lives on my YouTube. All I ask you to do is just share it or like it to some individuals that you know who needs it, all right? I appreciate y'all for all y'all's donations as well, because that allows me to continue to assist other individuals too. And even pertaining to you trusting me with your reading and allowing me to relay messages that God has for you. You had to be ready to receive it because I don't sugarcoat shit. I'm going to tell you who's being evil towards you, what they did to you, what you allowing to happen towards you too, what's coming towards you. I'm going to tell you about your past, your present, and your future based upon what God tells me to tell you to do. And you ain't got to tell me nothing about you because that's how you know that God is sending me to you. You understand me? Because that special code in the sense that I'm going to be able to provide you, all right? I love you so much. But you ready for a reading? The link's in my bio, all right? As far as all my events or certain things that's coming up, my virtual classes that's going to be coming up too, the link's in my bio, all right? So that's how you'll be able to reach me. Know that I love you. Know that I appreciate you. Know that I believe in you. Know that I'm sitting here cheering in the background for you, that anybody who heads towards you, we energetically taking their asses out too. I call judgment on anybody who crosses a chosen one. I call judgment on anybody sending evil to you. I call judgment on anybody who calls themselves trying to sabotage you. You understand me? I love you. Y'all continue to be great, all right? Remember, if you need me, baby, you know how to reach me, all right? Y'all be great.